Good morning. This is Serena with Journey to Enlightenment 144. It is Monday, the 31st of July, and it feels good that we've almost gone through another month and ready to head on into August. This morning, I was going to share with you a statement or a quote that I found in a book. The title of the book is Whatever You Do, Be Happy, and it just includes like 400 quotes, and this is one of them. The author is unknown, but it reads, if you are depressed, you're living in the past. If you are anxious, you are living in the future. If you are at peace, you're living in the moment. Again, the author is unknown. And let's go over these one by one and just kind of discuss them individually. The first one, if you are depressed, you're living in the past. That can be true in a lot of instances. For instance, we base our feelings off of experiences a lot of times. And so if we have experienced something that brings displeasure or discomfort to us, it is more likely to bring on depression. However, in some cases, and this is the clinical aspect of mental health that we are about to discuss, in some cases, people become depressed and they are not really sure why they are depressed. They really have no true reason for being depressed. And in a lot of cases, that could be some sort of chemical imbalance or some sort of hormonal imbalance. So this is true, but in some cases, not very true. The second statement reads, if you are anxious, you are living in the future. Well, I think that one's kind of true in the sense that anxiety equates to fear, and we are often afraid of the unknown. But in a lot of situations, anxiety is also triggered by experiences that we have also encountered in the past. So it's a fear of repetition of things that have occurred in our past. And again, like depression, sometimes anxiety is triggered by situations, and sometimes it is a direct result of things that are unknown, such as hormonal imbalances and some sort of chemical imbalance in our brain. So that again is true, but not exactly true in all cases. The third statement reads, if you are at peace, you're living in the moment. Well, I like the concept because we do tell people, let's be in the moment. That is also known as a concept called mindfulness, where we are taught that rather than focusing on the things that have happened in your past or the things that have not yet happened, to stay in the very moment. And in that moment, you can just sort of focus on your safety. Like, where are you at? Like, are you feeling good in that moment? Are you safe in that moment? But if this is the case, you're living in the moment and you're supposed to be at peace. How many of you have been in a moment where all hell breaks loose? So is that exactly true? No, you might be dealing with a crisis in the moment. So these statements, albeit are unknown, and they are widely accepted by most people, are not exactly true in every situation, but they are true in many, many situations. So, this is just a reminder that not all people are alike, not all situations are alike. There are some general consensuses regarding mental health and regarding depression, anxiety, and regarding, I guess, peacefulness. But that is not something that is shared amongst all people. Some people focus very well when they are in very stressful, chaotic environments. Some people thrive off of that. Take your firemen and other heroes that are often, working to keep others safe. And they live for that a lot of times. And then some people are only at peace when they are alone and out in nature, or, when they are among fountains and Himalayan lamps, and, that would be more me. I focus better when I am in a more tranquil environment. But again, what is for me does not always work for other people. We just have to find that balance of what works for us. So I just wanted to share these with you. And I will say that if we live by this principle, that for the most part, it will be effective, because a lot of our depression does stem from things that have occurred in the past. A lot of our anxiety is a direct result of being fearful of what is to come rather than focusing on our right now. If we stay in that moment, a lot of times, then we are a-okay. We are just being grateful, because one thing about being in a moment is you are more likely to just show gratitude for that very moment and what you have going right at that very moment. So that could be looked at as being, if you are at peace, you're living in the moment. But when you're in that moment, are you focusing on positive things, or are you focusing on negative things at that very moment? How do you feel at that very moment? If you are showing gratitude at that moment, again, you're more likely to be at peace. So I hope that this triggers some sort of thought processes for you today and can help you along your journey. Have a great day. Bye.